Support WrestleTalk!
Donate on Patreon.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I am El Fakador Laurie Blake, and today's episode is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is the most immersive experience you'll find on a smartphone, so Riverside animated gifs of Big E, comparable to the biggest PC and console titles, and the best part is, it's totally free. Now Raid has an amazing storyline, some awesome 3D graphics, giant boss fights, PvP battles, and hundreds of champions to collect and customize. Just look at the crazy level of detail on them. Look at them. Shiny armor. If you download Raid now, you can take part in the upcoming special launch tournament, and don't forget to join my clan before you do that. Just search Fakador Army and hit me up, because soon everything will be Fakador. So support WrestleTalk by clicking the link in the video description now and download Raid only through those links to get 50,000 silver immediately and a free epic champion. Where's my champion in silver? Outrageous. Now it's very important that you do use that link, because we love the game and we want to do more with them, but they need to see the SWAF Nation are into it too. On with the news, and guess who's at it again? It's only bloomin' Enzo Amore. You'll never be in the Fakador Army at this rate, mate. This time the man whose heat generation skills may be responsible for the ice caps melting put his foot in it accidentally. Rather than his usual shtick of courting controversy to flog music or get people to rapping concerts, Enzo was actually trying to do a nice thing and commemorate the passing of WWE legend King Kong Bundy, who died this week at the age of 61. Except, I don't think Enzo actually knows who Bundy is, despite thinking he saw him at a show. Hashtag RIP King Kong Buddy? The epitome of pro wrestling. I recall going to shows at Madison Square Garden with my grandparents. My grandma, Rafaela, loved him and hyped him up the whole ride in. Plenty of wrestlers risked it all that night, but I never forgot the guy with the green tongue who ate the turnbuckle. Now, the famous turnbuckle eater was the hirsute hero George the Animal Steele, who passed away in 2017. So if we scroll back to there on Twitter, maybe we'll find Enzo's actual eulogy for King Kong Bundy, or Buddy. Speaking of paying your respects, perhaps WWE should consider respecting its female talent by paying them some more money. Because according to a report by The Mirror via Birmingham Live, so you've got to do with that info what you will, the salaries of WWE's women's roster has been revealed. Now, as a British man, I find it obviously awkward to discuss the amount of money that people earn, which is why I personally get paid in magic beans. But we're going to dive into this in the name of wrestling reportage. The salaries that came out are said to be from mid-2018, so things may have changed now, but it puts Ronda Rousey at making $1.5 million a year, Charlotte Flair on the queenly sum of $550,000, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Bella on $350,000 a year, Mickie James and Brie on sidekick money at $300,000, Asuka, SmackDown Women's Champion, on $250,000, which is the same as Kurt Hawkins, so she's making streak money, but wins and losses don't matter. Becky Lynch is also making this much money. Bayley is on $200,000, while at the lowest end of the scale is the Riot Squad, who are all on $80,000 and seem to have a flat management structure. Tamina is also on that money because she's Tamina. In the vast majority of cases, this is significantly less than the male members of the roster in similar positions in their division. For instance, Charlotte Flair, about to headline WrestleMania, is on the same money as Eric Rowan, who doesn't even headline his own appearances because Daniel Bryan. Ronda Rousey, the highest paid woman on the roster, and the actual living, breathing Ronda Rousey, is on the same salary as Dolph Ziggler, who's never even had a push. Now, obviously, in WWE's eyes, the men's division is the big draw, and the salaries do reflect that. But it will be interesting to see after WrestleMania and another year where the women continue to rise to prominence if that wage gap doesn't even out a little more. Hashtag International Women's Day. And just to chuck some salt in the wound, Forbes has also been doing some salary snooping too and compiled a list of the top 10 biggest earning WWE superstars. Riding high at number 1 is Jonathan Cena, who pocketed a cool $10 million in 2018. You can't see him because there are piles of money in the way. Next is the Beast Brock Lesnar, who made $6.5 million, which is just over half as much as Cena. But to be honest, that seems fair because Brock was only there half as much as John Cena. who was also barely there. Third is Roman Reigns with 4.3 million. Fourth, AJ Styles on 3.5 million. Triple H is fifth on 3.2 million, which doesn't sound very cerebral to pay yourself less than others, but he also gets paid for his actual position in the company too, so he's making big bucks. Rounding out the top 10 is Randy Orton making 2.9 million from out of nowhere and for no good reason. Seth Rollins making 2.7 million. Undertaker on 2.5 million, which is a lot of Post Malone tickets. Ambrose on 2.2 million and Kevin Owens on 2 million, which is wasting on pineapple. Now, WWE says that the average wrestler makes $500,000 a year, but if you consider that Cena is on 10 million alone, then you're gonna need a lot of low-paid women and Kurt Hawkins to bring that number down to around 500,000. But it's not just wrestlers who are battling over wallet sizes, because Forbes has also started a backstage brawl between chairman Vince McMahon and Shahid Khan, who is the father of AEW lead investor Tony Khan, by placing them both on the annual Billionaires list. Fight! In this latest battle between AEW and WWE, it was the former that actually came out on the top, with Khan ranked at number 224 on the Billionaires list, while Vince McMahon was way down at 691 on the list. However, McMahon is the only through-and-through wrestling personality on the list. Khan's net worth was listed at $7.2 billion, while Vince McMahon only has $3.2 billion to his name, and I'm sure Vince shed a single tear over that measly sum, which he wiped away with a Benjamin. Now, before we go, remember that Fastlane, baby, cometh where all will be revealed upon the grandest stage of all. And you can all get involved in the madness by becoming a pledge hammer on Patreon and taking part in the Wrestle League predictions war against myself, Ollie, and Luke for the very soul of WrestleTalk, or bragging rights, whichever comes first. Thanks for watching, and thank you to all of the names scrolling beneath me for being our awesome pledge hammers on Patreon. You give me life and heat and food, because money. And if you direct your attention over there, you can follow that link to our predictions video for Fastlane, baby, which you should watch and compete in the Wrestle League. I've been El Fakador, and that was Lucha.